Okay guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Now today we have a lot to talk about because the release date is here for the update 5. You know, all of the parts we've been going through recently. Yesterday we talked about update 5 part 8, and then I think there's one more part to come next week. And then as you can see, update 5 is officially landing Tuesday, May 26th, 2 weeks out, and more is still landing between now and then. We obviously covered, you know, the pre-release yesterday, so if you haven't seen that, I recommend you check it out. But we're going to be diving into what's coming with Update 5, and if you enjoyed today's video, feel free to drop a like and subscribe, it really supports me, and let's get in with it. So, a new community server discovery is in. The friends list makes the first appearance on release. Controllers are in too. The first iteration, more polish, is coming. There are new emotes, trigger volumes for no-code scripted encounters, prefab 3D previews, and a lot more across creator tools, audio, and quality of life. Starting with Update 5, we're adding launcher version selection. Update 4 stays available for a few months, so modders and servers have runway to adapt beyond launch day. Full pre-release patch notes for everything that's landed so far is here, and of course if you want to, you can go through my channel if you prefer watching it that way, and I have every single Hytale Update 5 pre-release update, and we go through the full list. Modders and server operators, read the modders warning section at the bottom of those notes. That's your migration map, and a new Semver mod compatibility model is on the way too. With Update 5 wrapping up, we're moving more and more developers onto content. We're also hiring aggressively, and the team is now entering full production on chapters and major features that will reshape the game's future. Job postings go live this week. And this is super exciting, and I know there's a bunch of things going on. So when is the Hytale mod list coming out? It's aiming to be Update 6, but there's lots of work to get done before that. Which is amazing. Is adding controller support to Hytale the first step to bringing it to console in the next few months? I really want to play it on Xbox. Simon said, unfortunately consoles are currently low priority as we need to make the game engine solid, make the game actually good, and do huge UI rework before any of that happens. Just adding controllers has already been a huge amount of work and locked some of our devs on this instead of gameplay. Console work is actually a massive undertaking for us, not as simple as other games. I need cursor scaling to be a thing now that we got basic controller support, and Simon said I'll put that in the backlog, yeah. As for Chapter 1, when is Chapter 1 expected to come out, or is that still undetermined? And Simon mentioned no ETA for Chapter 1 yet. As production velocity is kicking in, it's hard to estimate, especially since we are in hiring mode and we need to see what the results of that is. If onboarding slows us down or speeds it up, we will have to see. So yeah, there's no actual ETA on Chapter 1 just yet, but there is some really juicy information that we're going to go through. Oh yeah, so it has been confirmed we had the part 8, so this is confirming right now that there is going to be part 9, which we'll cover next week, and that will finish the pre-releases of Update 5, which is very, very cool. So that is a lot of pre-releases, isn't it? You know, compared to the first few updates that only had about 4 to 5 parts. Server 5, Update 5 has been huge. So yeah, more stuff to go through here. There was something I saw the other day someone was talking about via the chapters. Let's go for, mate, is it this one here? I'm not too sure. I don't think it's this one, but we'll find it. So how much impact do you think Chapter 1 will have on Hytale's popularity? As I understood, it will have enough content to bring back some players, but the game won't be good yet, right? Will there be any marketing or promo efforts? We'll take a few chapters to make a good game. Each will bring a set of new content features and introduce step-by-step new crafting elements and systems. These types of games are a marathon to get right, especially since we are going in a content-heavy direction. Each of the chapters will offer fun time, but I'm not planning to add any forced retention mechanics on players. Respect players' time and make it clear when chapter is completed. That's very, very true, Simon. You know, when you force people into, when you give people trust, you know, and you betray that trust. So let's say you do so much content, you know, you do so much like promotion for something and it's not that good. When you do it again, that player that came and then didn't enjoy it might not come again. So you have to make sure that what you're offering when you're promoting it is huge. And do you know what? Super smart from Simon there. Because a lot of studios get that wrong. Play the chapter, enjoy, move to other games or mods/servers until the next chapter. After a few chapters, it will start to click together and it will be organically be good with retention. This is what I was looking for. A game gets easier to build over time when systems stack instead of reset. Chapter 1, +3 new features. Chapter 2, those 3 new features now become building blocks and add 3 more. Chapter 3, now you have 6 existing systems to combine, extend and reuse, add 3 more, and the result is not linear. Every chapter increases what future chapters can do without starting from zero again. That's why games with strong foundations tend to accelerate over time. Ugh, this illness is driving me insane, but we are much better today. But I wanted to actually talk about something I saw here because a lot of people don't actually realize where Hytale is going in terms of where the game's trying to be. And this person said, sadly I haven't played since release because I've been playing Windrose and looking forward to Black Flag Resynced. It has no adult appeal. The graphics are too childlike and there's no good or built-in realistic texture packs or any shader packs to provide a level of immersion you get from AAA games. Also, there's no replayability game loop. I guess you're going in a different direction targeted at kids, but it's disappointing that you're just trying to copy other block games rather than inventing something new like you did with Hypixel Skyblock 7 years ago. And Simon responded saying, "You are very wrong, sir. I'm going in more of a fantasy direction with dungeons, boss fights, exploration, hard challenges, and much more. Will take a while. I left the project 6 years ago and came back to save the project last year, so it's a big boat to steer." And I don't see Hytale as a childish kind of thing. I mean, the game, you know, these types of games, like, you know, Minecraft being the main one, yes, is directed mainly to children. That's what, well, you know, it's to all genres, right? But it's a child-friendly game. Like, I used to play it when I was a kid. And Hytale is kind of that at the moment because that was the foundations, but it's actually going into more of a tough experience. So it might actually not be completely directed towards, it might be more towards the older generation because it might be harder, you know, fantasy direction, dungeons, boss fights, you know, kind of World of Warcraft. But I say that, but I also played World of Warcraft as a kid, so it will probably appeal to all genres and to, you know, all kind of, yeah, a bunch of genres and also to all ages. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to where we're going with this game now, and I just think so much is happening and so much is being worked on in the background, and obviously update 5 is just around the corner, and I look forward to that coming into the main game. Of course, it's not like that kind of foundation update in the sense of bringing tons and tons of players back to Hytale, but it's like its foundation is the building on top of all the content. It's the starting point for all the content they're building on top of right now. So yes, anyway guys, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Hopefully we'll get some nice Hytale news over the weekend. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.